finally back! What took us so long?
Thunder Bay Police are asking for the public's help in a hit-and-run incident earlier this month. We'll tell you what exactly happened.
The boundless days in Fort Francis are coming to an end as voted by Town Council. We'll tell you the details. Shower chances return to the forecast this weekend, and we've got NFL and MLB action to talk about. Northwest at 5 starts now.
From Lady River and Lake of the Woods to the corner of Lake Superior, this is Northwest at 5.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for our first newscast in nearly a year.
As we reported earlier this year, Alphabet 7's latest updates to the Talking News app have generated some bugs, including the fraction of a second dialogue bug.
And that is why, starting with this newscast, we are using an older version of the app on an Android device until Alphabet 7 can patch the bugs in a future update.
Turning to the main headlines, and there's going to be some help for ambulance services across the province.
Sylvia Jones, the Minister of Health for Ontario, says part of it includes funding for hospitals.
The dedicated offload nursing program allows paramedics to get back out into the community faster by helping hospitals hire more nurses and other eligible health professionals who are focused on offloading ambulance patients in hospital emergency departments.
Jones says they're also increasing by 8% the money that municipalities receive to pay for land ambulance services.
OPP or Northwest Region is asking for the public for assistance in locating a male driver of a blue Ford pickup that was involved in a hit-and-run incident.
On September 1st at approximately 2:01 p.m., officers from the Thunder Bay OPP station were dispatched to a hit-and-run collision.
The collision involved a child who was struck while riding their bicycle in the area of Highway 1117 and Dawson Road within the city of Thunder Bay.
Police report the child sustained minor injuries. The Thunder Bay OPP is seeking the public's assistance in locating the suspect and the vehicle in question.
The vehicle is described as a blue Ford pickup truck with a tonneau cover covering the truck bed of the truck.
It is believed that the Ontario license plate starts with AN and that the police ask anyone with information to call OPP.
Those wishing to remain anonymous can call Crime Stoppers.
The Kenora District Services Board and the Kenora Fire and Emergency Services are working on an agreement for medical response.
The fire department has always acted as a backup for land ambulance service, but the agreement just formalizes the relationship.
Fire Chief David Pratt says the new agreement was drafted with the help of doctors from a Toronto hospital.
The appendix is written as such that we can investigate it maybe every 6 months, once a year, to see whether, are we going to the right calls, etc. Sunnyside Hospital doctors, those are the ones that they determine that our staff in response can make a difference.
Under the terms of the agreement, firefighters will respond to things like cardiac arrest, respiratory arrest, and whenever paramedics require assistance.
The City of Thunder Bay has submitted a request for pre-qualification for the design and building of its new indoor sports turf facility.
Manager of Capital Facilities Construction, Kevin Jankowski, says it closes on September 26th.
We have various, I think there was up to 18 right now, plan takers for the RFPQ, and that would be a mix of, yes, local and out-of-town designers and or constructors.
It's hoped a company will be presented to City Council for a final decision by January or early February.
The construction would start next year and could be finished by fall of 2026.
The Dryden Chamber of Commerce will be honoring its best and brightest this weekend with the Annual Business Awards to be held this coming Saturday night.
Mayor Jack Harrison says he's impressed with the number of nominees up for an award.
Full slate of nominees, so congratulations to all the nominees. Just to be nominated is an honor.
Awards range from People's Choice, Customer Service and Retail, the Public Sector, and Tourism Excellence, as well as Rising Star.
Well, it's time for a first look at weather, and Ginger, summer just doesn't want to end on us. You're absolutely right, Tom. It's continuing to feel like summer out there. And these hot temperatures are going to stick around for the next several days with no cool-offs in sight, at least for now. However, we do have multiple chances for showers and thunderstorms throughout the period, so I will have that in a full 7-day forecast in a little bit. All right, thanks, Ginger. United Way Thunder Bay has announced a big change for the upcoming fundraising year.
CEO Albert Brule says the organization is partnering with the business community and senior levels of government to address major issues in the city.
Whether it's homelessness, could be youth mental health, food insecurity. We're going to identify those projects in collaboration with our community partners, and we are going to single-mindedly make it happen.
Brule says United Way will fundraise for community-wide collaborations with the community partners rather than handing out individual grants.
Still ahead, a new discovery in New Gold's Rainy River mine site. Randy Thompson will have the details on that.
Plus, continuing Terry Fox's legacy with the Terry Fox Run this weekend. Just how many Canadians will be taking part?
And Anakogan's Alex Sampson could be advancing on America's Got Talent. We'll be right back.
No one likes long waits at the gas station, but at THP Variety and Gas Bar, they prioritize fast, efficient, and friendly service. When you arrive at their family-owned fuel station, their team welcomes you with a smile, ready to get you fueled up to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Plus, you can find tons of snacks and drinks in their convenience store. And the best part? They've got a weekly draw to win $50 in fuel. It's just their way of saying thank you for choosing them. THP Variety and Gas Bar on City Road on Fort William First Nation. Your one-stop destination for fuel, convenience, and friendly service.
It's the final weekend of the house party at Dufresne, and for 4 days only, the biggest sale of the season just got bigger. This Friday through Monday, don't miss incredible party crasher savings. Sofas $499.88, reclining sofas starting at $799.88, dining chairs as low as $69.88. Limited quantities, get them while they last. See the digital flyer at Dufresne.ca for all the party crasher savings. Then head to Dufresne this Friday for the final 4 days of the house party.
Welcome back. Fort Frances is no longer boundless.
Town Council has agreed to phase out the promotional catchphrase implemented 10 years ago as part of a new economic development strategy.
Mayor Andrew Halika says a new phrase will be created.
We're not going to hire a bunch of consultants at large dollars. What we're going to do is we're going to ask for input from the community. We're going to survey the community. We want the community's ideas.
The services of an outside consultant were used to come up with the catchphrase and a new logo with costs pegged at nearly $50,000.
The town is keeping the logo, but the word boundless will begin to fade over time.
Fort Frances Town Council is giving a break to a group that wants to use the auditorium at the Memorial Sports Center. Acadia Broadcasting's Randy Toms has the details.
The $500 donation is to help the group that assists people in recovery stage a one-day conference. Councillor Mandy Olson feels it is a worthy cause that will have speakers from the area.
So there's over a dozen locals that have battled opioid addiction, amphetamines, alcoholism, or concurrent disorders, so along with mental health.
Council provided a similar break to Borderland Pride last June when it hosted a fundraiser for the Splash Park. I'm Randy Toms.
There are more gold discoveries at New Gold's Rainy River mine site. Once again, here's Randy Toms with the report.
The discoveries come as part of New Gold's first major exploration since the mine opened 7 years ago. The company's pleased with the early results. It says it could mean an expansion of both open pit and underground operations. The company's adding $3 million to its exploration budget. Part of the money will go toward further drilling and study. Current reserves are expected to take the mine until 2031. I'm Randy Toms.
Major mining conference Sencan's Essential Canada Resource Expo wrapped up today at the Fort William Gardens.
Minister of Mines George Perry made an appearance and told people how Thunder Bay has turned around from its fate.
Population is increasing. It was declining like the population all across the Northwest. Those days are over. Those days are over. And it's because of people like Glenn that organizes these events, that pulls the people together and says, this is the opportunities that we have in Northwestern Ontario.
According to the Community Economic Development Commission, the Sencan Conference is expected to bring more than $1.2 million into the city over just 2 days.
An estimated 3.6 million Canadians will continue Terry Fox's legacy this weekend.
The Terry Fox runs are scheduled in nearly 600 communities to raise money for cancer research.
Terry's younger brother, Daryl Fox, tells Acadia News it fulfills Terry's wishes he made in 1980.
He wanted to be sure that the run would continue if he was not able to, and more importantly, that we'd continue to raise money in his name for cancer research, and that's exactly what has happened over the last 44 years.
Fox says the over $900 million raised to date has made a difference for people living with cancer.
And now the weather forecast is brought to you by Kitchen Creek Golf Course.
Well, fall might be around the corner, but it certainly doesn't feel that way across our area. Our temperatures have been well above what they should be for this time of year, and it just feels like summer just doesn't want to give up on us. Tonight for the region, we'll be expecting clear skies and a low of 15. Another gorgeous day is on tap tomorrow with a high of 28, but with the humidity, it'll feel more like 30. And for tomorrow night, it will start off clear, but there will be clouds building in the overnight hours. We might even see a storm pop up before daybreak. We'll see a low of 14. Taking a look at our 7-day outlook, we have multiple chances of showers and storms throughout the outlook. Cloudy skies will dominate throughout the early part of next week, so if you're looking for sunshine, you're in the wrong place. Luckily, our temperatures are going to remain above normal for the outlook, with highs in the mid to upper 20s and lows in the mid-teens. I will have sports in a bit.
Coming up, could Atikokan's Alex Sampson advance on America's Got Talent?
Plus, the Lake of the Woods Brewing Company is holding their first ever Rib Fest this weekend, and Ginger has sports. We've got action from Major League Baseball and the National Football League to cover. Northwest at 5, we'll be right back.
Power Center is #1 for quality home portable and car audio equipment. #1 for TV, soundbars, and headphones. #1 for cell phones and cell phone accessories and so much more. And now the Power Center is Thunder Bay's #1 appliance dealer. Come and check out the huge selection and incredible deals on all the latest and coolest top brand appliances, fridges, stoves, dishwashers, bar and wine fridges. The Power Center always guarantees the best selection, the best service, and the absolute best prices. The Power Center, Thunder Bay's audio, video, and appliance headquarters, 707 Memorial Avenue.
Welcome back. Well, we will find out tonight whether or not Alex Sampson will make it into the top 6 on America's Got Talent.
The Atikokan singer performed last night as one of the top 12 semi-finalists.
All of the judges had positive comments, including Howie Mandel, who says he believes Sampson could go all the way.
The voting results will be revealed later on tonight.
Well, there's plenty of good eats this weekend at the Brewers Village in Kenora.
It will be holding its first ever Rib Fest tomorrow afternoon through Sunday afternoon.
Rob the Coochie from the Lake of the Woods Brewing Company says it should be a great weekend of food and entertainment.
These amazing barbecue trucks, these are huge rigs, like full transport trucks with trailers coming through. There's 3 of them. But not only that, we've got some, I think there's some corn on the cob and a lemonade stand that's come with these guys. So looking forward to it.
There is a competition element to Rib Fest, with the awards for People's Choice and the judges' winners being announced on Sunday.
And now, the T-Bay Tell Sports Report.
Canada, Australia, and Germany remained unbeaten in the group stage of the Davis Cup Finals after each winning their second straight match today. Canada won 3-0 against Finland, Australia beat the Czech Republic by the same score, and Germany swept aside Chile 3-0. The second week of the Winnipeg High School Football League gets underway this afternoon. Both Jordan and Fort Francis are on the road after winning in Week 1. The Eagles face the Technical Hornets, while the Muskies are up against the Daniel McIntyre Maroons. And the Beaver Bay Broncos have their first home game of the season tomorrow as they face the Churchill Bulldogs at the Tom Nab Soccer Complex at 4 p.m. Week 2 of the NFL gets underway tonight with the Buffalo Bills traveling to Miami to face the Dolphins. One of baseball's greatest rivalries writes another chapter tonight as the Yankees and the Red Sox are in action. The Blue Jays are off tonight before they host the St. Louis Cardinals this weekend. And that is going to do it for your sports report. Now back to you. Thank you very much, Ginger. Of course, you can get all your latest sports updates by going to our website, talkingnews.ca, and clicking on our sports section.
And that is going to wrap things up here on Northwest at 5. Have yourselves a great evening. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
This has been a presentation of Alpha 7 News Holdings.